Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today we are going to be looking at another interior terrain piece from LV-427 Terrain. This is the large ship cargo bay. This is the largest room we have ever seen from these guys. This is the largest room I have ever showcased, I think, on this channel ever. So I'm really excited to show you this, and I mean, just to get an idea, like there's my hand, like on this thing. It's massive. It's almost the size of a whole skirmish table on its own. And so it's I think that was one of the things that people were talking about with some of the interior battles, is that sometimes it can be a little too close and too cramped, and this is just a really, really big addition to your corridors. For those of you who have used LV-427 Terrain already, this is going to be a massive expansion to your existing corridors and play sets. If you're new to get started, here's a fantastic piece to get you started. If you guys 3D print, if you guys don't, there's solutions for all of that. Big thanks to Mike at Midwest Token 3D for printing these out and sending them out here to us. And of course, big thanks to LV-427. If you are new here to the channel, I do invite you to subscribe. We have giveaways going on all the time. We're gonna be starting up a new giveaway very soon. And if you ever want to enter to win any of those, you just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. It's as simple as that. Now, also, be sure to check the links down in the description below. We've got our great Discord, as well as other social media links and Patreon and all that stuff if you want to follow any of those. But also, if you're looking to get more information about LV-427, I'm going to have links to LV-427 as well as the print partners. If you want to get any of these awesome tiles, and these are all modular tiles here, if you want to get them 3D printed, or if you just want to get STL files, you can go over at LV-427. If you want to get them 3D printed, you can check out Midwest Token 3D or any of the other print partners. We're going to have links in the description below, so you can check those out. But with all that stuff being said, let's go ahead and look closer at this set and all of the really cool additions, because there's a lot more to this set than what you see here. So first thing I want to talk about is, just in case you are new to how this type of terrain works, it's basically you print out these individual blocks and then you can line them up. Now, a lot of the blocks come in like a corridor type of style, and of course with this particular set you actually have a lot of side doors that are part of the big hangar bay that can connect to other corridor rooms, and there's a lot of entrance and exits and storage lockers and compartments and a lot of things like that. Like this is a really good example of like kind of a storage room where if you're using it for a role-playing game or something like that, you can have there'd be a big door here. They have nice interlocking glass doors that are going to go down like this, and this will lodge in between this and the next room, and it works really nice for the game master or whoever to be able to kind of open that up and be like, and there's stuff in here. And we got lots of scatter terrain and things that can go, that part of this set that can go in there as well, which is really cool. But there's also a lot of little extra hidden features that come with this set. For example, we have kind of like the control panel here, where this might be your flight controllers and stuff like that are going to be in here. And this actually comes up, and then all of a sudden now they can see into the room, and of course if there's a firefight breaks down, they can or if there's an airlock or a seal broken, of course this can slam shut as a safety precaution. So it can also allow potentially fire to go through or not to go through, or maybe even a crawl space for our characters to be able to get through or not to get through. So there's a lot of cool things like that. The middle section here, by the way, this is the largest, I've said it's the largest we've already done. There is a 3x3 that we've looked at already, but this is a 4x4, so 4 squares by 4 squares, massively huge. This middle section actually can be removed and replaced with an optional sort of like the bottom of a Star Destroyer, if you wanted to do something kind of like that. And there is a whole section for it. All right, so now you can kind of see the big area. Now, if you were doing this to have this be kind of a docking bay, like that's where the entrance is below, you can have ships kind of fly out from in, or you can have this just be kind of an impassable terrain if you're using it for Star Wars Legion. Like this is, you can't cross over there because you'll fall right out into space. Also kind of works well for the bottom of a Star Destroyer or something like that. Something can kind of come in. Very, very cool to be able to have the flexibility to change it out. If you're using this for an RPG campaign, you can swap these in and out periodically to to kind of make sure that not every docking bay is identical. And so that's a kind of a fun part of it. So you can certainly do all of that. I want to show you guys some of the scatter terrain that can go in this docking bay as well. All right, so we've got stacks of crates, which are really nice. And there's a lot of places to put these, whether you want them kind of, you can put them in one of the side containers and kind of make this room kind of blocked off, but maybe there's something behind there, or you can have them just out here in the middle of the docking bay. Maybe there's no ships in it, and so, before, you know what, and I'm going to show you guys all this terrain, but I also want to put some large vehicles in here so you can kind of see how much room you have. So if you wanted to actually have vehicles in here, I'll go with like some of the largest vehicles that Legion has, just so you can see how much room is there. So we've got some smaller crate areas. We've got a couple of those. We've got a couple more larger crates. We've got some kind of medium sized crates, different design too. It's going to add a lot of room, especially if you want to make this very much kind of warehousey, like very kind of like action move, like hide and seek, a little cloak and dagger. Where's the killer hiding? Sort of thing like that. We've got these awesome crates here, and they have removable tops, and you can see that there's some munitions in there, and so you can kind of have them stacked over. You can do a lot of cool things with this too. You can have it kind of up like that, and then it can be a natural ramp where somebody can walk up without it being difficult terrain. You can have these on top. You can have hidden objectives inside if it's a role-playing game. You can of course have them just kind of flipped over upside down like that, or have them kind of turned sideways. There's a lot of cool things that you can do with the top that comes off, and we have a lot of these, as a matter of fact. A lot of different types of nasty big ordnance right there. Very cool stuff. We got a lot of these. So again, we can really crowd things up. We've got these load lifters. Let me not break it. All right, so the load lifters are pretty cool. It goes like that. There we go. And of course, these are actually, the cool thing is you can actually put these crates on there, and you can have some of the crates on the load lifter, and it can be moving them around. So that can be very thematic. You can have like maybe one of the crates is currently on there, and then another load lifter is kind of ready to be moving stuff. So you can have them over like that. We've got these, which are, I guess, lights that kind of come up out of the ground, perhaps, and they're shining lights on the vehicles. So you can have a couple of these kind of set up in the different corners of the docking bay to kind of illuminate everything. We've got a little chair to go inside maybe the control panel room. I'll set it there for now. And we got one more crate, and then a very large piece that I want to show off to you too. All right, this one was in multiple pieces, but this is a really, really nice piece. So I did kind of these. I guess I'll print separately, but I did glue the ladders and the legs onto this huge catwalk here. And this is a really nice piece to be, especially if you're doing the big cargo kind of themed, look, you can have this kind of going across and have stuff all kind of on the sides or underneath, and kind of have people like guards maybe roaming up on the top, shooting down. You're trying to take cover behind some terrain, but they've got the high ground. Very cool stuff with that as well. I'm going to clear some of this out and show you guys some vehicles in here. All right, so now I've kind of cleared a few things out just so you can get a sense of scale, but as you can see, there's definitely plenty of room for terrain, and still having vehicles in here. We can put a lot more terrain in here, still have room for vehicles. But just to give you an idea, the AAT is the largest vehicle, I think, in Legion, or at least the largest vehicle model. I mean, there's some bases that might have slightly more area, but these are massive, massive bases for these vehicles. And you can fit, I got two of them in here with no problem at all. Now that says a lot. Now, whether or not you want this to be all interior, or if you want this to open up to maybe grassy area, maybe it's a star base and this is like Echo Base's hangar or something like that, where you will actually want people traversing out into the purple part of my playmat. And that's actually another really cool thing about this is, because all of this scatter terrain Works just as well for on the ground outside as well. So you can have a lot of this stuff kind of set up out in the open as some of the stuff, like maybe they started unloading supplies. You can have some of this stuff set up out here, over here, so on and so forth. You have a lot of room. So this is definitely a set that is going to be vehicle capable, because I know that's one thing that, you know, if you're doing all of the smaller interior corridors, you don't have as much room for vehicles, and you know, and that's fine too, because maybe you're building lists specifically for an interior battle. But if you wanted something that's a little bit more versatile and open to just about all vehicle types, this is definitely what you want to go with. I mean, there's really no problem even bringing flying vehicles in here. Air speeders and stuff like that are going to have no problem. So I thought that was really cool. Also wanted to showcase one other little thing. I'm going to move this over, and that you know, there's kind of an adapter to, if you have some of the other hanger. The smaller hanger has like these smaller bits, and so you can use this piece to sort of connect the two. If you wanted two hangers side by side, and maybe I'll do that in a future battle report. Maybe I'll get like two hangers set up to be side by side and see how big. I mean, I think I've got enough now to do a table that's even too big for my table. So maybe I've got enough to do multiple tables. So I'll have to finish getting everything painted, and I think I should do some videos like and some social media posts showcasing like all of this as it gets painted, because this is a lot of fun to be able to paint and customize. I'll say this though, the crates, especially if you want to make them all different colors and stuff, these can take a little while, but most of this stuff can be done pretty quickly. You know, some simple primer or black spray paint with like a little light dusting of like a light gray over top from an angle or so gives a lot of depth to all this grading. And that's a really cool thing about this. You got so much detail on all of these pieces. You've got, and every piece has different things going on in it. Like this one's got these consoles, this one's missing. We've got part of the airlock right here. We've got computer consoles on the wall. There's a lot of, and you can do as much as you want or as little as you want with the painting. You know, you can paint every single little light on every little computer bit, like this one right here. There's a lot of like a heavy computer server racks and stuff like that. You can do all of those lights if you want, or you can just kind of dry brush the whole thing. You don't really have to do all of that. But you know, it's really up to you. It's really up to you, whatever you want to do. I like to do a kind of a medium amount. I like to have at least a couple of dots on every computer console kind of colored in to give it that lived-in feeling, you know. But that's what I kind of like to do. But a lot going on with this set. I hope you guys check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. Big thanks again to LV-427 for sending this out. I'm gonna have some fun getting this all painted up. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Big thanks to my patrons as well. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you all so much. Also, check out the LV-427 Facebook group if you want to, you know, find some more, some more other people's pictures and success stories, or if you have questions, you can ask them there as well. All right, thank you guys so much, and as always, have a great day.